Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 2026 now, and this is the second year Burga. Not really, because I only started 2 months ago, so really it's just like the first year, but 2026. You know what I mean? But, 2025 for Burga was pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm saying that too much, but, I feel like I learned everything. I realized that all that I learned was wrong. And I learned everything again because that was wrong. And I still don't know what I'm doing. So, it's been pretty fun, though. I'm not going to lie. I remember, I have a draft, and it's still safe because it's just, the saddest thing ever. I have a photo dump in my drafts that I never posted from 2 years ago. And it's just I was that scared to post and be doing anything that I didn't even post a photo dump. And I remember I put a lot of effort into that photo dump. It was the maximum amount of pictures that you can have. And I didn't post it because I was that scared. Well, since the start of this, I've just been posting whatever I want, you know? But coming off of that, overall, it's been a pretty good year media-wise. At first, looking back, I said, man, I didn't even watch that much or read anything. I just, stayed in my comfort zone and did what I already knew. But it's actually been a pretty good year for everything media-wise for me. I was very surprised to realize how much good stuff I actually watched, played, and read. So, coming off of that note, let's just get into the video. Thank you guys for 100 subs. 2026, I got big goals for Burga. So, Happy New Year. No, wait. I know what you guys are going to say. You're only putting this here because you think that racist jokes are funny. No. I'm only doing it because my friends think racist jokes are funny. And I'm just the one that tells them. You know what I mean? But seriously, though, this game is just straight brain rot. I don't think I've ever been more brain rotted to my core than when I was playing this game with only 4 people until 4 in the morning at my friend Hubert's house. The jokes were getting so bad and so unfunny that I couldn't understand why I was still laughing. But it's just because that game just gets you into just this brain rot hole. It just keeps taking you deeper. And the only way to enjoy it is to add to the brain rot. You know what I mean? I was gonna explain an inside joke from Jackbox that I thought was funny, but I realized I'm literally gonna be just explaining an inside joke. And I don't want to do that to you guys. So just believe me, the jokes are stupid.
Alright guys, let's be for real. This game's mid. This is my one free pass to put something just because I played it this year. Because I don't know what else came out this year that I played that I could put here. This game was the newest Doom game. That's all I can really say about it. I remember the final boss. You go on a mech, you go on a dragon, and that's it. And the normal gameplay wasn't that much better itself. Seriously, it felt like every arena in this game felt the exact same. It all just meshed into one blob. It was pretty fun. New Doom game, played it all the way through, but it was mid to good. I'll probably not play it again. Being for real. Okay, one thing about this game though, I still don't really understand the story. I'm trying to think about it. I really just don't get this game. You're fighting demons and shit. I don't know. I don't get this game. It's before Doom 2016, but you have better armor and it's just Dark Ages for no reason. I don't know. This game's story is kind of complicated. No, not really. It just doesn't make that much sense. No, wait. I have a good explanation. I swear. Okay. I just didn't like it that much. Is there anything wrong with that? I mean, guys, come on. Is there anything wrong with me just having an opinion on an album that everybody likes? Come on. It was definitely good. Very good. But just... I don't know. It didn't, like, blow my mind or anything, you know? Like, it's just a new Clips album, you know? Like, it's what I wanted. It's the return after, like, how many years? It's amazing. It's, like, a return. But, that's really all I can say about it. But that being said, this album is fucking crazy. It comes out swinging with the first song. You know, their mom and their dad, and it's all sad, and it's the first song, and it's not bad, and I'm rhyming. It's an album, and it's rap. Ooh, and then boom, it comes on with a song that I think will become as big of a classic as New York State of Mind, or if you look in the back, Shook Ones Part 1. I think it'll be good as iconic as Shook Ones Part 2 or Survival of the Fittest. But besides that, I wasn't feeling the rest, you know? Besides, like, those two, like, I wasn't really feeling the rest, you know? It was just like, they all just kind of blended together, I feel like. I mean, maybe I need a couple more re-listens, but besides that, I didn't really get, like, out of my seat too much listening to it, you know? And also, the Kendrick song is mid. I hate to say it. I just don't like that song. That being said, though, this will win Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys. If it doesn't, then it's a sham. Legitimately. Because it just has to win. But, just personally, I liked more stuff more. You know, I had more fun with other stuff. Now, please don't kill me for my next one. Please.
Please, 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 please do not kill me. Do not kill me. I promise. Now you may be asking, why the hell do you have Counter-Strike in your top 10 of 2025? Are you serious, Burga? Are you serious? Are you a Russian loser that watches gore? But no. I promise. It's just, I've never had like an online game that I've just straight up like played and gotten like addicted to. You know what I mean? Like, I played Valorant for a little bit. The closest I'll say I got to this was Prime Fortnite, but like everybody did that with Prime Fortnite. But this is just like the first game where I actually got addicted to, and I actually felt like I actually got like what people meant when they say like, oh, I hate this game, but then they keep playing it, you know? I actually understood that for the first time ever. And, you know, I played it with my boy Mason Marin. Had to add his real name on here. And, you know, it was just the first online game where I could have just gone home real quick, played a few matches, then done whatever I needed to do. It was just fine, you know? Where I could just play late at night and then watch gore, because all the people that play this are from Russia, and I might as well join them. Now, what do I actually have to say about Counter-Strike? I fucking hated it. God, this game pissed me off. But, you know, you gotta put it in there. Yay! This game was actually pretty cool. The characters were good. The story was good. You know, these type of interactive games aren't ones that you really like remember that well, and like you never really come back to them, but like, you know, they're like fun for what they are, and they're like fun for when you play them, you know? That's all I really need to be, you know? It's just fun in the moment, and then that's it, you know? But this game really showed me that like I really don't like streaming that much. Like, I remember I streamed up to episode 5, I think, and that shit was fucking boring. Oh my god. Can you imagine trying to entertain people playing this game? Oh my god. It's the only reason that people would watch this is because it was new. And guess what? Because I'm not a popular streamer, no one watched it. So, it really showed me that just I don't really want to stream that much. And I don't really need to. And also, the gameplay for this game is kind of okay. It's alright. It's kind of mid, in my opinion. The actual gameplay of this game is kind of boring. The parts where you're like a ball and you're like moving and stuff, those just suck. Those just suck. Any of those like hacking parts in games, those just suck. Those suck so bad. They're never fun. They're never supposed to be fun. They just suck. They weren't that bad though. I can live with it. I mean, what other gameplay? That's the most gameplay there is in this game was that. So, I'll give you that, Dispatch. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of this list. Neon Genesis Evangelion was one of the best shows I watched this year. Oh my god. This show made me want to watch anime just because it's just so full of life. Like, each character is just they just fill with so much depth, and it's like going through each of these characters like is the story, and it's more of the story than the actual story is, you know? Like the parts where they like go into Shinji's mind, those are the best parts of the show. Just seeing the show dive into Misato and Asuka and Rei and even like Shinji's dad, like that was the best parts of the show. Like, actually crazy character like depth in each of them. I mean, it goes crazy, especially in the final episodes with Shinji. Whew. That shit is heavy on the character depth. And Shinji himself is just such a relatable, flawed character that just you can't help but just love, you know? Like, he's just a character that you just want to see like get better. And that's kind of what the show's all about. So, it's kind of obvious. And seeing him go through like hardships and stuff happening to him, that like actually hurts, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like seeing any character I like having anything bad happen to them, but seeing how much stuff happens to Shinji, that's just sad. And I loved how like understanding this show and like understanding what all of it means was like a whole nother beast that you had to watch. Like, you know, I feel like that was a huge part of why I like this show. So that was like, didn't understand a lot of it. And I like that. I like that in shows. I think it's kind of interesting. And End of Evangelion was such a banger. Oh my god, that was a good movie. I'm not even gonna lie, that movie was good. Oh my god, like, just straight up, it had so much imagery and like it was just, oh my god, that movie was fire, beyond fire. I would say it transcends like fire, like peak, absolute peak right there, peak of peak. Like, Neon Genesis Evangelion is peak, and End of Evangelion is more peak, which is crazy. Oh yeah, along with every other teenage boy this year, I had that whole mob phase, which a part of that was the want to sell drugs and kill all my friends, which I might still do the last one. But with that, Schedule 1 came out along the same time. Should tell me I get to sell drugs with my friends online? What more can I ask for? Actually, a lot. This game has a lot to be desired, very flawed. But that's why I'm really excited when this game gets an update and I can play it again when it has like all the cartel stuff. I'd like to see more like stuff to do, more than just sell drugs. I'd like to see more of a fleshed out story. Like, I wish that there was more to do, like, individually, but with your friends. You know, like, imagine you got to kill them. Doesn't that sound great? You know, just a fun little drug dealing game. But you know, when I played this game, it was just a fun little drug dealing game to play with Gangle. So, congrats, Schedule 1. You made it onto a list without even being complete. That's a lot to be proud of. And when you are complete, I'll 100% replay you, and then you'll probably be on my next list when you're fully out. So, I tip my Wedado hat to you. Well, I mean, my fedora. I and I'll see you in 2026. Sinners should be the outro to all black music. Alright, being serious, this movie did leave me with the good movie feeling. Like when you leave the theater and you just feel like you just watched something amazing, you know? Like a feeling you get after you watched the Batman or the Spider-Man No Way Home, you know? The best part of this movie, hands down, is definitely the soundtrack, which makes sense because the movie's about music. But seriously, the songs in this movie are so good. Like, oh my god, they're so elegant. They sound so soulful, maybe. They really do sound like just like an outro at sometimes, you know? Just like something beautiful, you know? That's the only way I can really describe this. Which, that may sound strange because this movie's main song was made by, get this, Rod Wave. But seriously, like, the song Last Time I Seen the Sun, that song's the best on this whole movie. That song is just straight up amazing. I mean, oh my god, that's beautiful. Like, you could play that at my funeral and I wouldn't be sad. Which, let me get to the whole, like, this movie's about the history of rock and roll and black music. I really liked how they did it, you know? The whole scene where it's all of, like, black music coming together, that was such a cool scene. I mean, seriously, like, the way they make, like rap come in with, like, rock and roll, and, like, it all kind of, like, blends together, and the kids all, like, the main piece of it, and it's, like, it's sinning, which is, like, which that music was seen as sinful when it all first came out, you know? And it's just, that's just so beautiful, you know, which I feel like that's where the whole Sinner's name came from, which when I first wrote the script, right here on my other monitor, I was gonna, like, say that I don't think it deserves the name Sinners because it's, like, it's not, like, anything, like, really about, like, anything demonic. But now that I think about it, like, it really does make sense because, like, rock and roll and rap and, like, all these music genres were all thought of as, like, sinful and, like, going with the devil, and it's just that's such a good name for this movie, like, if you put it into that perspective. And, like, if you want to get political, you could say, like, oh, it was seen as sinful because it was made by black people, but I'm not gonna go that route because people just don't like what's new, you know? Like, people don't like AI, which, that's what I used to write this whole video. Idiots. Also, one thing I really like about this movie is how many times the characters just make butt-fuck stupid decisions. Like, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but, like, when that one Asian lady let in all the vampires, like, what the fuck are you doing? Or when, like, one of the cousins didn't kill the other one. Like, what? But I really like how you really can't blame them for making these decisions. Like, if that Asian lady didn't let all the vampires in, they were gonna go kill her daughter. Like, was she doing something wrong? You tell me. And, like, the guy not wanting to kill his cousin, like, I wouldn't want to kill my cousin. Like, nah. Like, even if he's a vampire, I'd still let him live, you know? Because what if he doesn't kill me? You know, I'll be safe. But you won't. Sinners, you get the good award. Now here's some peak. I mean, seriously, this show had the highest highs I've ever seen. Which, overall, I'd probably like Neon Genesis Evangelion a little bit better. But this show's highs were so good. I mean, when, like, I'm obviously not going to spoil it, but, like, when that one guy is doing that one thing, and then, like, he gets, like, the eyes, and, like, that one guy, like, gets, like, all his knowledge back. If you know, you know. Haha. That, I think, was one of the most peak episode series I've ever seen. I mean, seriously, I was on the edge of my seat seeing if Kira would get everything back or not, and if he had this whole big plan. Seriously, I mean, that was one of the only times since like Breaking Bad season 4 when I have like stayed up like way past when I should be going to bed and watching it. I mean, but it was worth it though. I'll be for real. I remember that more than I remember anything in school. Which also a part of the whole overall thing. If this show ended when Rem dies, then like this show would overall be better than Neon Genesis. But it doesn't. I do think that after that it does take a dive in quality. And it's not even like it's that bad. It's just like the other stuff is just so like dramatic and so good that it's just having anything else is just kind of disappointing. And Nier's kind of a mid version of L, not gonna lie. It feels like just like kind of a copycat in my opinion. Just my opinion. You guys probably agree though, I won't even lie. Which also, let me get this out of the way. I am Kira. What the fuck am I Okay. Don't hate me for this, but I think this is better than Let God Sort Him Out. Only because just this album feels like a whole lot more original. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Playboi Carti like just went like split off like whole different directions. It was just like that. It was a whole web of like different genres and stuff, and it's like I feel like most or all work, you know? Like there's a lot of filler, I'll be for real, but I feel like the highs on this album are like fantastic and are like completely new shit that I've never heard anywhere else, you know? Which at first, yes, I did think that this album was mid, beyond mid, but like I think this album's aged like fine wine, honestly. And I think it's only gotten better with every time I've listened to it. Which, let's get some background to this album. Throughout this whole year, there's been these underground artists dropping, like Shay and Xavier So Based. And they're all, like, making their own stuff. They're trying to, like, replicate what Carti did, but, like, trying to make it, like, more intense, I guess. I don't really like their stuff, I'll be for real. I think it just sounds like a bunch of noise. And then here's Carti coming in and just stomping them. No, I'm the real underground artist. I'm the king. I've been the king. And then he just comes in and he does something completely new and just smashes them to pieces. I think that this album, maybe even not this album, I think maybe even Whole Lot of Red, proves that Carti deserves to be talked about alongside some of the greats. And here's a hot take. He's better than Mos Def. And that's just for the people that disagree. I think a lot of people share the same feelings. And just, when I look back on this year, I think I'm gonna have songs from iMusic playing in my head when I look back at some of the memories I have. Just because it felt like 2025, you know? Even though one of the songs is 2024. And yeah, this should have dropped in 2024. This was the only piece of art this year that I shed tears at. I thought End of Evangelion was amazing. I get nostalgic looking back at some of the stuff on my list, but this book was just so simple and profound and just so there's a part where this woman that William started cheating on his wife with, where she writes a book and she dedicates the book to WS, and it's just I don't know why that just hit me. Just one, those are my mom's initials, which that doesn't have anything to do with it, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. But it's just seeing him actually like be meaningful in someone else's life when his life is kind of not that meaningful, I just thought was just beautiful. This book just follows the life of William Stoner, who grows up on a farm with quiet parents and then goes to the college life. He doesn't party though. His girl doesn't get cracked every night. No. He's a loser, and he just is just an academic, you know? And it follows like the hardships he faces after him becoming a teacher and everything. Now you might say, this doesn't even really sound like a plot. It sounds more just like a story of some guy's life. Pretty boring story too. I think that's why it just really was just so good to me, you know? Like, it really showed just how meaningful a normal life can be, you know? Because I like John Stoner, and even if his life like wasn't all bombastic or anything, just the few simple things he did that were meaningful just showed that like life itself is meaningful. Like, just straight up, like, William Stoner wasn't impactful to like everybody, even everybody at like the campus. Only like a few people really remembered him, but it's just his life itself was meaningful because it was just his life. And what I think was so interesting about this book was just that like he does so many simple things that like in a way end in tragedy. Like, he gets a wife, which was the wrong wife to pick, and she makes him estranged from his daughter in a way. Or like, he fails some kid who, alongside with this affair he had with his wife, who never loved him, makes him like have like 2 freshman classes in college, making him basically like how he started. And it's just like this life of just slow, methodical tragedy, you know? Just like, and you really can't blame him for any of it, but you also can, which I find so interesting. Like, you could say like he picked the wrong wife and he didn't have the skill to break up with her, but like at the same time, it's not really his fault that his wife was a fucking crazy bitch, and like it's not his fault that he failed a kid who was just narcissist. Let me read just a short little sentence that I just thought was just amazing, but you guys probably won't get it. He heard the irony and knew that in his own way, after all these years, Lomax was speaking to him. That one line may not sound really like anything at all, but I promise you, if you read this book, that line just completes the whole story of that guy Lomax and the Stoner story. And it's just the fact that this book is just so simple, but yet has so much meaning behind it, just had to be beautiful. And this book made me like reading, you know? It was just the most meaningful story of this year to me. And that's all that really matters. Doesn't matter the media, the age, any of it. Doesn't matter. This book is set in like the 1910s. Doesn't matter. This book was just the most meaningful thing of this year to me. And that's it. Those are my top 10 media things from 25. This video actually took a while. I don't know why. Guys, I promise that I will lock in and these videos will come out more and come out better. But it's just, I don't know why it's just been hard for me to lock in. Like, YouTube's harder than I thought it would ever be. You know, it's just like a video that I thought would take like 1 day takes like 3. And it's just, but I promise I will make these videos better. And at the end of 2026, you're gonna see best Burga possible. I mean, I was drunk at a party and I said that I'm gonna hit 1 million by the end of the year. We'll see. But I promised I'll figure out everything that I'm doing. I'll figure out what videos I'm making. I'll figure out how to make them the best that I can. I'll figure everything out. So I promise you, the Burga you see today is not the Burga that you'll watch at the end of the year. And at the end of the year, this video, the next one I make, will be 10 times better. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Burga. See y'all.